disturbing OF girl lied about everything. Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Today we're going to be covering Katy Robertson. This, for people that don't know, is the girl involved in the whole Tommy Fury cheating scandal. She basically said on a podcast that she was the reason that Tommy Fury and Molly May split up because Tommy Fury slept with her while he was with Molly May. Now this went everywhere on the internet. It got so huge. To try and back the story up and create even more hype around it, Katy decided to release these photos. Sorry Molly May, but Tommy wanted to put the tip in. And then trying to say that this is Tommy Fury. There's also this one, where it's in black and white for some reason. Is that trying to hide something, Katy, is it? This one, which is trying to insinuate that that's Tommy Fury's feet. So if anyone has seen Tommy Fury's feet, can you please confirm or deny this? This one, which clearly has Tommy Fury's leg because, that's the hair ratio he's got on his cuff. We all know that Tommy Fury likes to watch the Fly Emirates homepage. Tommy Fury's arm here. She would even repost like news articles about it, so she really got off on the fact that like Tommy Fury would want to shag her. And I believe this one's so viral because some people were saying this is completely fake. Like how do people believe this? Whereas other people were like, wait, hang on a minute, like this actually matches up because of these timelines. Well, she's actually done a podcast which is like completely kind of unedited where she's talked about everything. And we're going to cover it to finally get to the truth once and for all. This is actually on a channel called Rory Paint States, where basically I think he like interviews them whilst painting them to try and put a spin on the interview thing. I don't quite know. And the way that he introduces Katy to like his audience, like the phrase he used, like that, if somebody introduced me this way, I would genuinely never leave the house again.
And you're known for doing some nasty stuff on the internet.
Yeah, some crazy things.
You're known for being inappropriate with your father.
Yes, daddy issues.
And you're also, the big one, you're known for the big one. Sleeping with Tommy Fury, potentially breaking up his relationship or being semi-responsible.
A lot of people miscommunication,
So so you're known for, doing dodgy stuff with your dad, stuff, and then also breaking up a relationship, which you've got a child. That's what you're famous for, is it? Yeah. Oh God, what you like? You're great, aren't you? Such a talent. That's not something to brag about. That's not how you should want to be introduced into a room. That's awful. Instantly, people have got a bad perspective on you. And it's interesting there because just before I cut it off, she went, "Yeah, people miscued that or whatever she said."
Relationship or being
a
semi-responsible.
lot of people miscommunication. Yeah.
And it's interesting because just before I cut it off, she said, "Yeah, a lot of people miscommunicated that." So that makes me think, like, is she now trying to backtrack? Because obviously Tommy Fury has got such a good case of like defamation here. Like if this didn't happen and he has proof that this didn't happen, like if he can prove where he was, etc. But it is weird that she is trying to backtrack because at the same time she's still posting TikToks like this. So which one is it? How can we misconstrue this? Right, you're literally saying you're reunited with Tommy Fury in London. What else is that insinuating? You're pretending that he's there. She then talks about like the impact that this entire Tommy Fury scandal has had on her OF account.
Has that actually helped your OF go up?
Yes.
By a lot?
Yeah, like.
Are you earning more now than you ever have? Because.
Yeah.
See, it's
mad, and you know what people are asking? People are coming onto my page like men, and they're saying,
"Why the f is there a hamster there?" Why would you go to the hamster at this point? What's the hamster done? The hamster's like, "Don't show me in this. I've not done nothing." What happens if the hamster's actually like Ratatouille and the hamster's like making her do stuff?
They're not saying, "Oh, is there a video of you and Tommy Fury?" This, that, the other. They're coming on my page because they've seen me being out there on the internet and they've been like, "Oh no, she's good looking." Like some men, like they see past what I've said about the whole thing. They just see me in they're like, "Oh, she's another creator," and I do the full everything. So men.
I would disagree. I feel like everyone that's bought your off the back of this is trying to see if there's a video. I feel like that's the first thing they're going to look for. Like some people might find you attractive, you're right, but a large majority of people that have bought your like videos is going to be to see the evidence. That is fact.
I mean, I'm not hated for anything potentially, like it's nothing that's really bad. Yeah, it's bad about a storyline and about how it happened, but I'd say it's not anything that I'm doing technically wrong. Do you know who Bonnie Blue is?
Is this woman okay? I don't know if she's okay. What do you mean it's not that bad? You've literally insinuated the father of a child has cheated on the mother of his child. I'd say that's pretty bad. I probably would say it is a little bit bad, actually. Yeah, that's a horrific thing to insinuate. When Tommy's child grows up, the baby's gonna see that. Like it's gonna like have to grow up thinking, wait, did my dad do this? This person said my dad did it. And that's going to be a real thing. In my opinion, it's a really, really cruel thing that she has done here, but she clearly doesn't feel that way. And I love that she brings up Bonnie Blue at the end. She's just trying to go, well, Bonnie Blue's worse. Bonnie Blue cheats with 1,000 men. She then reveals how much money this, like, Tommy Fury storyline has actually made her.
What's your monthly at the moment?
140k a month. Yeah.
140k.
Yeah.
What? 140k? Alright, Kanye, Kim Kardashian literally cheated with me. I didn't want to say it like this. What? £140,000? That is actually... If that is true, which that can't be true, can it? Really? That many people have bought this person's account? I don't know, though, because it is very, very viral. That could really easily be plausible. No wonder, like, a lot of these girls just do totally outrageous things, because if their morals, like if they don't really have like good grounding, etc., of course they're just going to create the most outrageous storylines to make the most money. Like if they don't care about people's opinions, or don't care about, are just not empathetic people, you could just go really far with this and make a ton of money. The overall like vibe of this interview is really strange. Like it's really awkward. You can tell that she doesn't feel comfortable here, and the interviewer isn't really, I don't know if he's like that comfortable being an interviewer. Like there's one segment where he reads out hate comments to Katy, but it's not necessarily hate comments like directed at what she's done. It's just at her appearance. So they're not really hate comments, they're just like awful comments.
This is sad for her. It's clear she's disabled. So you're telling me that Tommy Fury shagged a clean-shaven Harry Kane? Is she autistic? Absolute state of it, he must have been off his trumpet at the time. She's vile. Cheated on Molly May with a sloth from the Goonies. That's crazy work.
Like, they're all just at her looks. Like, you can criticize this woman so, like, well and heavily for just her actions. Like, yeah, I don't know why he's bringing this up. Like, he could easily do such a good, like, kind of criticism piece on her right now, or give her, like, constructive criticism, or just anything. But it's just weird that he's included the stuff about her looks, because that's such an easy thing to go for, and it kind of just, it will make people feel sorry for her rather than criticize her actual actions. I just found it really strange when I was just like, why is he reading all these out? She then talks about why she believes that the Tommy Fury situation has given her so much hate.
Say if I was a nobody and I got with Tommy Fury, yeah, and I was an influencer, people would have something to say, but it's because I do own and people think that the stuff behind it. Say if I never did the dad stuff on all of this and I just was a normal girl, I don't think I'd get the hate, but it's because of everything I've also done on the edge of it. They're like, well, she's doing this crazy stuff and now pair it with that.
What? Nobody's hating on you because you do F. No one's like even said that. People are giving you criticism because you're clearly lying about cheating with Tommy Fury. It doesn't matter if you do, or it doesn't matter if you work at McDonald's, or it doesn't matter if you work in finance. It's what you're saying. It's not what you do out externally. I don't know if just around her she's got people that are just like yes people and just kind of like agree with whatever she says, or she doesn't have anyone that kind of puts on her in her place or tells her like, you know, like this is actually wrong. This is wild that somebody can think this way and just have so like little empathy about like what she's currently doing. She then gets asked about like defamation, and like the interviewer's basically insinuating like Tommy could basically sue you here.
Do you know what defamation is?
Defamation, yeah.
Do you worry about this?
A lot of people are saying that, but I know what it is.
See, that's interesting as well, because clearly, you know, like when you see someone like Bonnie Blue, like I'm not giving Bonnie Blue credit, but when she does the things she does, there's clearly like a plan there. That this is clearly like well thought out, and she knows people are going to get angry, and she knows the responses she's going to say. Like she's got this like structure. As it seems like with this girl, she's just done this on the spot, and now she's just kind of dealing with it. Like she hasn't thought about, oh wait, Tommy could actually really have a case against us here. It's like she's just working all this out on the spot, and this is really, you know, this could end really badly for her.
With a lot of celebrities, they get a lot of people, you know, not just this whole situation, but they're going to get a lot of people having mixed stories and from everything. So it's not just me that's saying what I've said. There's like 9 other girls that have said that too.
There might have been, okay, but there's not 9 other girls that are are making AI images and claiming it to be Tommy Fury. That is like next level crazy. Like imagine her just sitting down in her bedroom doing this and fabricating this. Like that's next level. Like what? It's like so mad. It could genuinely be like a Netflix series.
Is that a way of getting away with the lies, or is that a way of I don't know.
Well, what I've said is what I've said, and people can think if it's a lie or not a lie, because what I've said is what I've said. Do you know what I mean? People can have their opinion on if it's true or if it's not, because I've said what I've said.
What have you said? I have no idea what you've said. In the last 30 seconds you've went, well, you know, I've said what I've said. And if people want to say something about what I've said, well, I've said that I've said that. So if I've said that, then I've said it. It's like a politician's answer. Just quickly, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button so you can join the Donut family. You'll have loads of videos to binge watch when you're bored, so just press subscribe. I was thinking, like, what is her aim with all of this? Like, why is she carrying on this lie? But genuinely, I feel like this is just caught fire and she's just running with it. Like there's no aim, there's no end goal here. I think she's just gonna run this until the wheels kind of fall off.
But I feel like with brands in general, you have to think of new niches. So I stick with my niche of doing my thing.
What's your niche? Sorry, what's the breakup, the relationship niche? The lie about cheating niche? What is this niche? This is not a niche.
If you don't have anything relevant, like there's a lot of girls that are good looking but they don't have anything to say or be relevant, then they don't make a lot. I got girls that don't make a lot. They make 10 grand a month and they just do selfies.
I don't want to be too harsh on this woman, okay? But she is so detached from, like, reality. The fact that she went, yeah, there's some people, you know, that I know, they make nothing, they make 10 grand a month. Wouldn't even wipe me ass for that. Or Tommy's. One thing that she does say in this interview, which I was like, what? Is that she's only 19. Like, I genuinely believe that she was older than me. Like, be 19 and go through all this. I kind of think that's why it explains why she's, like, kind of awkward and kind of just making this up on the spot. Because this is, you know, the amount of hate she's getting is a lot for anyone to handle at any age. But at 19, like, that is absolutely crazy. Like, again, I just feel like she's made a decision because this has got big to kind of go with it, and I honestly believe she's just possibly regretting it a little bit now, even though she doesn't admit that. And it's clear by a lot of the language that she uses that she, for some reason, she like makes herself compete with other girls. Like, she's so desperate to have male validation, like guys thinking she's cool, thinking she's attractive, and I'm unsure why that is. Like, she talks about that she got bullied by girls in school, and that, you know, she maybe didn't have as much male interaction then, so maybe I don't know if that's why she's trying to make up for it now. But she's always putting down like girls and like making herself like higher than them. It's like really, really weird. I just always find it interesting how these kind of characters get themselves into these situations and why they act this way. I just find it fascinating.
To prove people wrong, because the girls that used to hate on me, like, they've got no life now. They're back. I'm not saying that this is bad, like, but they've living on the benefit system with 10 kids and they've got nothing going for them. I mean, people hate me, but like, at least I'm making money and you know, I pay my taxes, I do everything legally. It's more just
sorry, the people that hated on you've got 10 kids now. 10? They've got 10 kids at the age of 19. Are you really? I don't believe that, love. Honestly, I don't. That's like, you know, you'd have to start at like what, 9? Like, and have one every single year? There's no chance that the people that were in your year in school have got 10 kids. That's what's so hard to, like, because even when it seems like she's opening up, it seems like she just lies about everything. Like, it's just constant lies and lies and lies. Anything she says, is any of it true? It's also funny how she, like, prefaces that by saying, like, I don't think this is bad, and then goes, well, they've got nothing going for them. It's like, yeah, so clearly you do think that is bad. I mean, having 10 kids at 19, I probably would say that is bad as well, to be fair.
And the girls that are hating on me are the ones with, really, they're just claiming off our taxes.
What does that mean? Yeah, all you girls that are watching this that don't like Katy, can you stop claiming off with taxes, please? God, sick of yous, honestly. Always claiming off my taxes, aren't you? Yeah, now you've been called out. How do you feel now? Finally, someone said it. Where's the correlation here? It's like, do you know them, like, really racist, like old people where they blame everything on, like, people coming into the country? It's like, are you seeing this weather? Right? This weather, It's changing. You know who's to blame for that though? The people are bloody coming over. The people coming over, they're changing the weather. You know them people? It's like the same logic here. It just doesn't match. As well, because she said she earns 140 grand, she said that on video now. So HMRC have that on video. So the next time she does her tax return, if it doesn't equate to that, she is going to be in some serious trouble. So I hope she isn't lying about how much money she earns after calling other people out for not paying their taxes. This entire interview, like, there is some brain-numbing bits in it. Like, after all of this, the interviewer asks her if she believes in life after death, or, like, if she believes in heaven and hell, and they talk about that. And I'm like, what? Why are you talking about, like, what is this? And it goes straight into, like, a Joe Rogan style podcast. I'm like, no one's interested. They want to hear about the Tommy Fury stuff. They want to hear why she put her underwear on her dad's head. That's what they're here for. Not about bloody reincarnation. That's the last thing we want from this girl. What would you come back as? Oh, I think I would come back as Tommy Fury's girlfriend, if I'm honest. Like, what? She also believes that what she's doing is, like, empowering women.
Yeah, I want to be financially on myself. Don't believe in relying on men. Like, that's my biggest fear.
I mean, that's great, right? Especially, like, you know, as a woman, if you don't want to rely on a man, you want to be, like, independent. That's unreal. But she's literally relying on this Tommy Fury situation to pull her in money. So she is relying on Tommy Fury, who is a man.
So this is a feminist movement. This is a...
Yeah, there's too many women out there relying on men.
It's kind of an oxymoron in a way to say that is empowering women. It is, you think?
Yeah.
But I suppose...
I feel like that's the only way you can get... Unless you've got a talent, there's not many jobs out there that are paying this.
Wait, so she was about to say that's the only way that you could do this, but then she, like, also said it's empowering women, but then you're saying the only way women can make this sort of money is by selling their body, which is, like, not empowering at all. It's like the opposite. Basically saying they can't do the same jobs as men. That's the only thing they can do to earn good money. There's just not a lot of thought in there, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. That's me overall. It was good to see this interview because it kind of gives you just a broad perspective of, like, how fake this entire thing was actually from the start. One thing I do want to comment on though, I didn't really feel like, you know, I would like to see her on a... Oh, I wouldn't like to see her actually, but I wish she was on, like, a different kind of interview, because I feel like the vibe was, I don't know if it was to, like, embarrass her or, you know, kind of just have people laugh at her, because there's, at the end of this, like, he shows her the painting that he's drew of her, and, you know, it's like it's like an ugly one. Like, if I saw that, if someone had painted that of me, I'd be like, what the f*** are you playing that like? Like, you see it here, and obviously it's, like, funny. It's like, you know, she's got a huge chin, huge forehead, whatever, and a lot of people look at that and laugh, and, like, I can understand why you would laugh at it, but also, it's, like, the fact he stuck it there while she's speaking, it just, it does, I don't know, it doesn't sit right with this. Like, I don't feel like you need to do that. I feel like you can easily just, like, you can just comment and criticize our actions, and that is way enough to make her seem like a bad person. I don't feel like you need to stoop that low, honestly, because our actions are bad enough. And yeah, like I said earlier, she's just back to posting the Tommy Fury stuff, because what's gonna happen, I'll tell you right now, she's gonna get in this vicious cycle. When she tries to go away from this, her views, her money, everything's gonna go down, which means she's gonna have to post a Tommy Fury thing again to bring more money, more fame, etc. in, and she's just constantly gonna get on this cycle until people don't care about the Tommy Fury stuff anymore, and then that's where she's gonna be in trouble. Like, you see this time and time again with creators. When they try and get on this vicious cycle of trying to stay relevant, it just never ends up being good in the long term. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. This will be probably my last video on this situation. I feel like it's a good roundup. If you do want to watch any of my previous videos on this woman, click this video right here. Or if you want a totally different video to take your mind off this situation and enjoy, click this video here.
Kirkham, baby!